Da dun dun da da dun 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 da dun dun da da dun.
My friend Malik, who I grew up with, he was always a big guy growing up, and he was very dark-skinned. And from the youngest time we met when we were about 12, we were always getting in trouble. But like his trouble was always more severe. We got picked up one day, all of us respectively got picked up from our schools, and we were brought to a police station, and they separated us. We were about 13 years old, and they interrogated us all separately. And what ended up from all of it is Malik confessed to a crime he didn't commit and was sent to a juvenile detention center. And we didn't see Malik for almost a year. And then he came back, and at this point, I'm just getting started with circles. And I invite him to the circles, and he comes about twice. And then one day, the day after circles, one night he's out with his friends, he gets in an altercation, it leads to somebody dying, and he's now facing over 90 years in prison at 17 years old. It was the day before his 17th birthday. So I think about Malik, and if only he had that chance, instead of sitting in the detention center for that year, he was in circle with me. And maybe if he had been to one more circle, something might have clicked that might not have led him to do whatever decision he was made. But because the ways we deal with troubled youth, we deal with brown youth, when they go a way that's too aggressive, we put them in jail, then he wasn't allowed any space to grow. He was confined and trapped in that darkness. And now he's sitting in county as a 17-year-old with grown men in the most serious division of the Cook County Jail. And I don't even know where he is. We've lost track of him at this point. So just, yeah, it's on ourselves, but there's something in place that feeds that. One of the most beautiful things about circles is it's a space for shared vulnerability. And I feel like the reason this is so important for young men is because we're not allowed that space anywhere else in society. We're not allowed this space to really open up anywhere. So when you're offered that space of shared vulnerability and other people begin to open up around you, it's almost inevitable that you will too open up. And even if you didn't want to. I've seen guys at circles, the peace will come around to them twice and they won't say anything. They'll act like they're too cool, but by the third go around, they start sharing a little bit. And by the fourth time it gets to them, then they're really bringing it out. And maybe by the fifth time, you might even see some tears coming out of their eyes. Because we all need this space to kind of unload ourselves. And when you're not offered that, it can lead to a lot of negative things. So it's definitely a place to open up.
Da dun dun da da dun da dun dun da da dun.